YouTube, what's going on, man? Listen, in today's video, I'm bringing you guys a pitching tips video. You guys love the hitting tips. A lot of you guys have been asking me for pitching tips, and I'm finally bringing it to you. Guys, the reason this video has taken so long is we've been doing debuts like crazy, trying to get videos out to you guys like bang. I want to be the first there. I want to be the first to get the video out. Not all the time I can be, so I'm trying to get it as quick as possible. Now I'm finally giving you guys the pitching tips video. Notice how I said pitching because it's not all about Pinpoint. The very last tip in the video is about Pinpoint. I do preach Pinpoint, but if you guys can't use it, I do give you a few other pitching methods that I can use without Pinpoint. Guys, if this video does help you out, if you guys do like the video, please make sure to leave a like, leave a comment, and let me know that it helped you out. This will help the YouTube algorithm find it and put it out to other people that are looking for these pitching tips. Guys, make sure you like the video. I'm trying to shoot for 50 likes on this video. The hitting tips video absolutely crushed it. I think we're over 20,000 views on that one. Thank you guys for that one. Thank you, man, truly. If you guys have even more questions for us, make sure you comment them down in the comments below. But if you want to ask us live, I could get back to you like this. Make sure you check out our Twitch, twitch.tv/playful. That'll be linked in the description below. We stream Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. East to 12 p.m. So make sure you guys check that out if you want to have questions for us. You guys want to see us play live, all that good stuff, man. We also have our Twitter, our TikTok, and our Discord all down in the description below if you guys want to check those out as well. If you guys enjoy the content, man, make sure you guys hit that sub button as well as the like button. We are chasing 3,000 subscribers, which is absolutely insane to me, man. You guys have been killing it. I think in a little over a couple months we've already hit 2K and we're on the road to 3,000. I can't thank you guys enough, man, so thank you very much and enjoy the video. All right, guys, these are going to be my pitching tips. And notice how I said pitching tips and not Pinpoint pitching tips. I'm aware that not Pinpoint's for everybody, even though I personally use it and most people do use it. I'm going to show you guys the first thing is the 3 main pitching interfaces I would use. The first one is clearly Pinpoint. I love Pinpoint. I've used it all year, but in the past, I have used something like Pure Analog. And the only 2 I honestly think you guys can use is Pinpoint and Pure Analog. If you really want to get crazy, maybe Pulse, but I think Meter and Classic are definitely off the table for me. The other thing, guys, I do want to go over is the main thing is having the right settings. So I have Pinpoint, obviously, as my pitching interface, but the main 2 settings are the interface and the view, personally for me. Also, I like the pitch trail on. The 2 main ones I think you could use, or actually maybe 3 main ones, is Strike Zone. I like Strike Zone High, and the last one is Broadcast. I'm not too sure where it is, but here it is right here. These are the 3 pitching views I think you could use. I think the main things, guys, is having your settings correct. If you guys can try to use it and try to get used to it, Pinpoint pitching definitely is the way to go. But if not, I'd try Pure Analog. I think it's just Analog. Yeah, Pure Analog. So Pinpoint pitching or Pure Analog is 2 ways I would definitely go. The other thing is Strike Zone High, or Broadcast. So the main thing you want to do is get your settings right, get your settings out of the way, and make sure you're all set, not going into a game randomly with random settings. All right, guys, the next thing you're going to want to look for is having the right pitches. I'm going to show you 2 examples right here real quick. The first pitcher, don't even use him. I don't care what his stats are. I don't care what his things are across the board. The only exception, I promise you, only exception is Jacob deGrom. That guy's an absolute specimen, absolute unit. deGrom has fastball, fastball pitches like that. He doesn't have sinker, doesn't have cutter, but he is usable. Guys like this with no pitch repertoire, I don't care how good of a pitcher you are, you're going to get lit up. Okay, you have to look for certain pitches. The main 2 are sinker, cutter. The ones I look for, sinker, cutter, changeup, slider. Okay, so you want to give this guy an example. Look at his ERA, okay? Pitched 2 innings with him. I'm not a bad pitcher. I'm truly not, guys, and I got lit up with him. It's not just this card. It's just main cards with pitches like those. Guys like Al Leiter, I've pitched 49 innings. I'm 11-1. Sub 3 ERA. He's got a sinker, cutter, curveball, slider, 4-seam. I do wish he had a changeup, but other than that, this card's absolutely great, guys. Absolutely great. Another good example is Cliff Lee. He's not the most overpowering card. I have a sub 3 ERA in 26 innings with him. I'm 4-0. He's got a sinker, cutter, circle change, no slider, which I don't like again. But there's another card like Edward Cabrera. He's got no cutter, but he's got a sinker, a dominant slider. His stats are off the board. And in 50 innings, I have a sub 4 ERA. I'm 6-1 with him. This card is absolutely nutty. You guys know about this card. But the main thing I want to get across, guys, this is the second tip I have, is using the right card with the right pitches. I want to show you deGrom right here. He is pretty dominant still. But even though, he is a dominant card without that sinker cutter, I almost have a 5 ERA with him. I'm 3-0 in 16 innings with him. But he's not my most dominant card. It's probably going to come down to Al Leiter, Cliff Lee, guys like that. The cards with decent pitches. That's sinker, cutter, guys. Look for those pitches and make sure you're using them. All right, guys, coming in, this is tip number 3. I'm going to let you guys know this is a game versus CPU. I'm not looking to do anything crazy. I'm not looking to do it. I'm just showing you guys tips on what I normally do. Okay, so the first thing I like to do is start off batters. I'm going to give you an example. The CPU is not going to chase everything. I'm just giving you guys an example. It's kind of see what batters are chasing, okay? So maybe start something over here, right? Start something over here. Bang, down, and I want to see just how close I can get away with. If I don't have to throw him a strike, why throw him a strike? You know what I mean? If he's going to chase stuff out of the zone, like that. To CPU again, guys, but this is just for an example. I want to throw balls, see if I can get people to chase, okay? So that's the first thing you're going to do, is to see what their zone is, see how good they can take pitches, and then go from there, okay, guys? That is tip number 3. Coming into the game, you want to see what batters will chase, see what you can get away with, okay? All right, guys, the next one is tip number 4, guys. This is one of my bigger tips. This is something I always look to do in what is pitch tunneling. I know a lot of you guys, if you played baseball, I'd hope you know what this is. A lot of people on TikTok didn't. The video was blown up, so I figured I'd throw it in my tips video and let you guys know, if you haven't seen the TikTok, what pitch tunneling is. So basically what pitch tunneling is, let me give you an example. Let me throw a 4-seam. You can do it with a bunch of different pitches, okay? Hopefully it doesn't hit this, okay? You throw the 4-seam, right? And you see the trail, right? Does this look like a 4-seam? You'd think this is a 4-seam, right? You throw the 4-seam a little bit out here. It works better, not versus CPUs, okay? If the CPU doesn't chase, that's not what I'm showing you. It's just an example, okay? This is now a sinker. Looks like the same pitch. I released it a little bit early. I'm not trying to pitch tunnel to the best of my ability right now. I'm trying to show you guys what I mean by this example, okay? I'm going to throw you now. Look where it's coming from, though. I'm going to take a moment to show you guys the ball trail, right? It's coming out of his hand, and it's sinking down into the left corner, right? This is a sinker. I'm going to throw this pitch now. Okay? Bang. Okay? Got to ground out to second, but that's not my point, guys. I want to show you this, and I'm going to show you the next pitch I'm going to throw, okay? Okay, so same thing, right? So you threw that pitch, still coming out of his hand. It's a different batter, but you want to try to keep the same pitch path as the last pitch you just threw, okay? They're going to think it's a sinker again. Again, this is a CPU. Again, this is not the same batter, so it's not the same thing. I'm just kind of showing you guys an example. I'm not trying to get too crazy with it. I'm just showing you guys examples, okay? That is tip number 4, guys. Pitch tunneling. That is a big tip I have. That's something I use every single game for every single player I play, okay? So pitch tunneling is a huge one. All right, guys, the next tip I do have for you is situational pitching, okay? This is what I mean by this. Let me try to get 2 strikes on the batter, right? Okay, a lot of it just comes by using your brain, okay? A lot of people don't use their brain. I am one of those people who don't, okay? A lot of the times. You have to look at the situation. Again, this is computer, guys. I'm not giving you a real-life situation, but this is going to be something you run into, okay? 0-2, 2 outs on the batter. Is there any point in throwing him a strike right now if you can get him to chase something? Yeah, maybe you want to dot him, maybe you want to backdoor him, something like that. I'm looking to get the strikeout. I'm not looking to give him anything they can hit. It's a 1-2 count now. You want to get him to chase something if you can. There's no point in giving them something to hit, starting a 2-out rally, okay? So now I'm just wasting another curveball, trying to get them to chase. The whole point of this is just not giving them too much to do, guys. Not giving them too much to do. Another thing I don't like to do is ever walk people. That's all situational. I really don't. Maybe if there's a guy on second or third and I want to set up a force at home or force at every base, that's when I'll walk somebody. A lot of it is situational baseball, guys. That's what it comes down to. All right, guys, this is going to be another situation where I'll show you situational pitching. I'm going to show you a couple situations. Most of you guys have played baseball. I'm just trying to get you guys to use your head and play it like you're playing baseball, okay? This is a pitch I love. I don't know if the CPU will chase. I'm just showing you a few pitches I love to get my ground ball double plays personally. Something like this, guys. No outs, guy on first. What do you want to do? You want to cause 2 outs at once. So it's a ground ball double play, and here are the few best pitches I use to try to get that ground ball double play. The main one is a sinker down low, okay? And the first thing I'd like to do is see if I can get it right away. If I can't, then I kind of nibble at the corner, right? Nibble at the corner, bang, and then it comes into tip number 4 as well. You want to tunnel it. This is, I don't know if this is going to work. Again, it's a CPU, but you want to make it look like the same pitch, okay? If they think it's a strike, they're going to swing. That's one of my main pitches. I'm not going to probably get a ground ball double play right off rip versus CPU, but that's one of my main pitches. This is my second one I like to go to, is a cutter like down and in. They kind of ground it mostly to the left side, mostly pull it, and it's mostly on the ground. It's hard to get anything besides on top of the pitches that are below the zone, okay? There's another one. That was a little hung. That's not a good example. The last one I would show you, I do not have a changeup. It's just mainly low pitches, guys. Another thing is just low pitches. Actually, here is a last one that isn't a low pitch. This will get him something lunging. I like to throw this a lot because you usually hit off the end of the bat. Can't hit it on a line, but a lot of times people do roll over it for some reason for me. I do throw this a lot for ground ball double play, but that is another pitch, guys, or another tip in just situations. Guys, my last one is just going to be mastering pinpoint. And here's how I look at pinpoint. When I tell you, if I can use pinpoint, I always hate when people say this, but if I can use pinpoint, you guys can use pinpoint. The reason I was so bad at the beginning of this game with pinpoint is because I had no idea how to do it. And if you don't use pinpoint yet, here are a couple tips. Even if you do, there's always a way to master it. A lot of you guys in my Twitch chat are always asking me, man, how do you get 100% when you're focusing? How do you throw almost every pitch perfectly? Because all you need to do is know how to use pinpoint, okay? It's not anything quick. It's not anything crazy. It just takes practice, okay? So first thing I'm going to do is select the sinker. First thing you want to do is look at the trail that it gives you, okay? You want to copy the trail, and you're not going at your own speed. You're going at the speed that they're showing you, okay? Let me show you this first. Speed that they're showing you, bang, okay? 100%, I'm just a bit early, okay? Next example, I'll show you a cutter. I'll just show you a couple pitches. Most of you guys know what I'm talking about, but if you guys are looking to get better with Pinpoint, this is mainly Pinpoint at this point, guys. All those other tips are going to go into my pitching. This is the main one. This is the last one, is getting better at Pinpoint. A lot of you guys know how to play baseball. You know how to pitch. You know what you're doing. You're just missing locations, okay? Comes down to hitting your locations, and this is how you do it, okay? You want to be slow on it. Bang, okay? You want to focus on it. The main thing that I've always said is look at the bottom ball. You'll see, let me move my stick around so you guys know what I'm talking about. The blue little ball, okay? That is the main thing when I come to pitching, is the main important thing for me. I think the easiest thing is doing the little wind up, okay? But the main thing is getting your 100% or zero, like I think it's zeros across the board on coming down on the pitch. And how you do it is you snap your stick down as soon as that ball closes. And I'll show you guys what I mean, okay? I'm going to leave the ball wide open. I'm not going to snap down at all. Look at the blue ball. See this blue ball scrolling around? Okay, you do your little thing, wide open, and then it closes. And when it closes, that's when you want to snap down, and that's how you get the zero. And every single time, guys, I would rather be late than early. Obviously, I'd rather be perfect. Let me show you guys early really quick. Let me show you how much early hangs compared to late. Early. Okay, what did I just say? That's how much early hangs compared to late. All right, guys, now let me show you late. I just want to show you this example, guys. If you're gonna be late, or if you're gonna miss, I'd rather you be late every single time. I mean, the only example that I'd want you to be early instead of late is a high fastball. It's the only time it would make sense to me. Like, you obviously wouldn't want to be late. You'd rather be early to get it higher. But let me show you guys late compared to early, okay? I don't know how late we're gonna be, but okay. Little bit late, and it kind of stays in the same direction. You guys saw where I put that pitch before. Try this one again. Okay. Bang. Bang. See, I'm either going to be perfect or I'm going to be a little bit late, and I'd rather do that every single time, guys. You just want to make sure you're focusing on the speed of the actual pitch. Not every single pitch you throw is going to be the same speed. You can really go slow and take your time with it, and all it comes down to is snapping it down, guys. It's really not a hard thing to do. Okay. 96, boom, you'll take it all day. Okay. As long as you're getting about 90%. I know more pitchers, or most pitchers have more control than, or some pitchers have more control than others. So it is tougher with certain pitchers. I know that, guys. I've been there. Pinpoint really isn't all that hard once you practice it. I definitely recommend going into a CPU game, maybe doing some of your offline grinding while you're practicing Pinpoint. But if you don't use Pinpoint, man, you're not going to be able to compete. I mean, I know some people use pre-analog, but if you look at all the top players, man, Weens, Reb, Chev, all those guys, man, all those guys use Pinpoint. Look at me, we play VR, and we still use Pinpoint. It doesn't matter what you guys are playing, you should be using Pinpoint, man. If you guys liked the video, make sure you leave a like, drop a comment, see if I missed anything, see if you want me to go over anything. Let me know if you want to see a part 2 to this, a part 2 to the hitting tips, guys. I know you enjoyed the hitting tips, so I figured a lot of you guys have been asking me, give you another pitching tips, and here it is, man. I hope you guys enjoy this. I hope it helps you guys, and let me know if you want to see another one of these. Guys, if this video did help you, let me know in the comments down below what was your favorite tip and what you guys need to work on. I will see you guys in the next one. Adios.